I just had a weird realization about sister wives and specifically Robyn's kids. And I want to be kind about this because I don't think they had a lot of control in this. But what I was thinking about, and this is a kind of a joke my husband and I have, which is every time that they would have a teenager or kid-focused episode, we would see the kids go out with their friends, and their friends would inevitably be like, hey, so do you want to be a polygamist when you grow up? And I think Aspen and Leon, when Leon was much younger, were like, Leon was like, yes, 100%. Aspen was like, well, there was a couple of times where she was like, well, maybe. It kind of comes down to my partner or whatever, okay? But in general, most of the kids were like, no, it's not for me. Maddie was like, no, no, no. Logan was like, as of right now, no, anything. We didn't really get that with the middle kids. And what I realized was we never got that with any of Robyn's kids. Now, Dayton, when he joined the family, was more of being Peyton's age. And I don't remember Peyton really having that either. But then I was thinking it's odd that, the kids are now, they're not even teenagers anymore. Some of them. And we never have gotten I don't know, have they ever asked any of Robyn's kids if they want to be polygamists? Now, I know that Robyn is pushing for them, at least to some degree, to be. And the reason I say that is because at Solomon's first birthday, they it annoyed me because you shouldn't release balloons at a celebration because it's just littering. It's dangerous to wildlife and all that. But anyway, they released balloons with notes tied to them that were like, my wishes for you in the future. Which, hers for Solomon was, I hope that he meets the loves of his life. And unlike all the other mothers who made a big deal about saying the kids get to make their own decisions, if they want to go into polygamy, that's their choice. We're not going to dictate that. We would want them to have a loving relationship with God, but they were really there was never any indication from any of the mothers. And even Cody in the beginning, Cody was really insistent on this. I haven't heard him say this recently, but he always said, it's up to the kids' decision. They would not kick these kids out. And I think that's one of the reasons why people were so open to kind of like learning more about the Brown family, is they were like, okay, they're not going to force all their kids into polygamy like some of those other sects do. But I've never heard Robyn say that. Now, I could be wrong. If you can think of a specific episode, it's got to be, you can't just say I heard her say it once. You got to tell me where it was. I don't remember Robyn really going in on that the same way that the other wives did with the whole, like, it's their choice. And Cody even used to say, if they're not well suited for polygamy, they shouldn't do it. And I don't remember that because I had heard rumors, and they're just rumors. These are just I haven't heard anything that sounds factual, that Aurora has been seen at like a wedding dress shop. A lot of people, because of the references to dating last season, think that they're sort of setting up this Aurora thing. And I was like, wow, I know so little about her. I don't have any clue whether or not she's even considering going to polygamy. And then I was thinking, have they ever asked her? And I can't think of a single time that they've asked her, which is also weird. Like, how did we miss out on having, if you ask me about any of the kids, even down to the youngest truly of the OG wives' children, I know a fair amount about them, and wish them the best. I know very little about Robyn's kids other than, and when you do hear from Robyn's kids, what you often hear is through the vein of how Robyn has been wronged by the family. And we hear a little bit about their relationship with the other kids, which really does not make them look very good. And it makes me sad because I don't want to pick on the kids, but especially because they're not even being paid for their appearances on the show, as far as I know. Maybe as adults they are, but it makes me a little bit like, oh gosh. But anyway, if you know of any time that they've spoken on this, you let me know.